to another video. Tonight we are listening to Melanie Martinez's new EP, After School. Very excited about this. No one cared to inform me really until earlier today that this was gonna drop tonight, so definitely wasn't my scheduling plan, but very excited. I enjoyed both of her previous albums a lot. I saw the movie K-12. I enjoyed watching it, especially all the little scenes with the songs in them. I like how she kind of basically made a music video for every song, and I really appreciate that. But yeah, this is just a quick little EP. It's 7 songs. I thought Fire Drill and Copycat were both going to be on this, but apparently not. It's 7 brand new songs, and I'm excited to listen to all of them. Anyways, let's get into it. Track number 1 is Notebook. Oh, feels like it has some Latin influence to it. Oh my gosh, she's incorporating the scribbles. Write this down, baby. That was pretty sensual. You always think you're right. Oop. Write this ish in your notebook because you never wrote love letters to me. You'll need it for someone who isn't me. Oh, is this kind of like the lessons you learn in a relationship that didn't work out? Wait, what? Age is nothing if you haven't evolved. Period. Never wrote no letters to me. Oh my god, the song is so short. Okay. So that was Notebook, and what a fun way to start this EP. It had such a groovy beat, and I really like the message of the song. It's like, you messed up, and I treated you well, and I'm now teaching you lessons, and you better know them for when you have your future relationship. And it kind of reminds me of the song Credit by Meghan Trainor, where she's like, give me credits where it's due, give props to you know who. Gave him swagger, made him cool. So I don't know if her partner got better as a result of this relationship. Like if Melanie helped him or her character, Crybaby, did. But ultimately, they're not going to be together. It's not going to be her. So yeah, that's interesting. I don't know if this story and narrative will follow throughout this whole After School. I know most of her albums are concept albums, and I don't know if this EP is all continuous or it kind of just has a lot of different thoughts, but we'll see. Track number 2 is Test Me. What? She always has the most interesting ways to start a song. Ooh, I like the whispering when she said the word quiet. I beg to be tested by God. The experience with God versus other people who think they act like a god. What? What is that? Who is that? What is that noise? So that was Test Me, and that one I don't have as many ideas of what the song is really about. First of all, the production was a little more heavy than Notebook, and so I got lost in that and trying to pay attention to that. And I feel like this one is much more lyrically dense and complex rather than Notebook. I feel like Notebook was very straightforward, and this one's more typical Melanie Martinez. You need to listen a few times. There are still songs on K-12 and Crybaby that I have no idea what they're really about, but I'll probably look it up soon after listening a couple of times and try to figure it out, because I think I'm going to like the message, but I really just can't tell at this point. There's also some noises I could tell were more ambient noises. When we had the scribbling, the Notebook and Notebook, that was something I could easily recognize. There was stuff in here that I felt was along a similar line, but I don't know what those were. And maybe if I paid attention to them more, I could probably figure it out. Track number 3 is Brain and Heart. For some reason, this album feels very like electro, but still a little Latin. This one's got a groovy beat to it. Like I can definitely vibe to it. Got a little bit of R&B too. When did humans separate brain and heart? Like the idea of your feelings versus like your thoughts. Like why are we separating them? We need to have them together. What fun is it to be so calculated? So that was Brain and Heart, and that was a catchy one. I really could just vibe to the song. Like if it's just playing, I could even see it in like a club, like a little bit of an edgier club, I guess, than like, you know, ones that do EDM and pop radio. But like, yeah, I could definitely see people dancing to that. And the song, it seems, is about like you have to have both your head and your heart, your brain and your heart, I guess. Like your thoughts and your feelings, and why are we separating them? Like, why is it like a duality? Why can't it be both at the same time and you don't have to pick a side? And I think I like that message. I feel like obviously it's more complicated than that because, again, it felt like a very lyrical, dense piece, just like Test Me. So, like, I'll definitely have to give it a few more listens to actually get a full message about it. But, like, the song was very catchy and very good to just hold on to and vibe. Track number 4 is Numbers, and it's the longest track on here. A lot of these songs have been like under 3 minutes, you know, typical streaming. This one's over 4, so she's really gonna let it out here. Oh, typing on a keyboard. It's like a typewriter, not just like a normal computer. Oh, she's really fighting here. I'm just the chicken giving you the egg. Powerful. Oh, I loved how that came in. I like how she said pop there. Am I just a number because it seems like that's your goal? Ooh. Development. This has the chorus structure and like the normal pop structure. Well, maybe it's changing now. But like, all the lyrics were changed, so it's kind of turning pop on its head. Yeah, we really slowed down here. Okay. It's such an interesting sonic choice. Ooh, harder percussion, let's go. Oh. So that was Numbers, and wow, that was an experience. Sonically, enjoyed it. A good time. Lyrically, also enjoyed it. The parts I caught, again, not a whole ton for a very first listen, but like the parts I caught were, am I just a number because it seems like that's your goal? Like for her to just be a number in the system. And just an overall notion of, oh, this system works, fit inside the format. You can't do something different, like that's going against the format. And like, I definitely feel like that's something that I've felt a lot, is that we need to break from formats and break from the mold because the old system clearly isn't working. Probably hasn't worked really ever for all people. So, you know, we gotta try new things. Again, definitely have to listen to it more, read lyrics to, you know, get the whole picture. But this one is really good. I was following along with it, and I love her vocal delivery on it. Like even the parts that were that experimental, like that was such a horrible impression, but you know what I mean. like in that late bridge where it's just like it's like fun. Like she's having fun with this project, and I think that's nice, especially when she is dealing with these very serious topics. Like she doesn't make a song and it's just like chill. Like no, it's all very serious. I think if I remember right, I think I heard that After School is a little bit more personal than her concept albums. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like I heard somewhere that even though it still fits within this concept of her previous albums, some of them have more real world applications, I guess, if that makes sense. Maybe some political, maybe just some personal experiences. So, like, yeah, I'm excited to hear the second half of this EP because this first half has been very promising. Track number 5 is Glued. Was that a pouring noise? Not typically a fan of pouring sounds or slurping or anything like that. I'm glued to the love in you. That sounds wholesome. I don't want to think of the morbid parts of life no more. This is a happy song, Melanie. Cut out the self-doubt and procrastination. Am I right in saying that this is a happy Melanie Martinez song? I didn't know those could exist. Stuck in the vortex. Ooh, I like that ending. So that was Glued, and am I right? Is this a happy Melanie Martinez song? I'm kind of shook. Isn't she considered like the emo princess of pop or something like that? Like, I didn't know she'd do that, but like, good for her. I hope that's based on a personal experience, just for her sake, or you know, maybe just to contrast all the other emo stuff. But like, I enjoyed it. Like, I feel like the message was more simple, not as simple as Notebook. I feel like Notebook, I was like, dang, he got it. But like, she's like, in this world that's messy, I'm always messed up and clueless, and like, you make life not boring and make it stop hurting. And I think there's a little bit of anxiety. I think she was saying, is it necessary to touch when it's scary? And like, I don't know if that's like a little more ominous, or if this is like, oh, love beats out how wild the world can be, and how messed up a place it can be. Sonically, it was good. It was, I would say, a little less interesting of Sonics. Like, it still fits very cohesively with the EP, but like, I don't know, it didn't do anything like very different, if that makes sense. Like, it was there, and like, I appreciated it, but it wasn't like, boom, something like just shocked me, really. Track number 6 is Field Trip. This sounds like a fun song, but I know better from Melanie Martinez. I like the music in this. There's like xylophone or marimba in it. It's fun. I'm the definition of dichotomy duality. We're complex. Ooh, I like how that backing accompaniment came in there. Love how they brought that in, they cut it out, and then brought it back. I like that. Ha! She just was like, yep, Scorpio. And I was like, yeah, Scorpios are a little, but she's like, see past that. And I'm like, I do. So that was a Field Trip, and I loved that song sonically. Probably my favorite Sonic choices. Like, I used to do percussion all the time, and so mallet percussion, oh, I love that, like the xylophone, marimba, and it was just catchy. Like she had it going for her. Don't know quite at all about the lyrics. I'm gonna actually look that up really quick because it's sonically my favorite song so far. So I want to actually talk about it lyrically too. Okay, so I just looked up the lyrics and I like the song even more because it's just about being like a very complex person. This is actually one of her more personal tracks because she's like, I'm the definition of duality. She has 3 of her signs in Taurus and 3 in Scorpio. And so, like, that's a lot because those are 2 opposite sides of the spectrum. So she has that. And apparently her name was going to be Katarina. Like, that's what her mom was going to name her, like, when she was in the womb. And then when she was born, she was named Melanie. And apparently Katarina is like ray of light or something like that. And Melanie is darkness. So literally, wow, there's a contrast there. So that's really interesting, though, that like all that like is just how it is in her life. And I don't know, I like thinking about those mystical, astrological like coincidences, and also just feeling like you're not just like this like stereotype. Like, I don't want to be considered a stereotype. I hope you don't either. And now we have a song with heavy mallet percussion in it for us to jam to and be like, we are the definition of dichotomy and duality. So, yes, thoroughly enjoy the song. And the title Field Trip comes from like the last line of, I'll be riding solo on my field trip. Like, I guess if you don't understand that I am a complex person. And honestly, we have to stand. Track number 7, last track on this EP, The Bakery. I think she actually also just released a music video to it. So if y'all like this video, please let me know, and I'll be more than happy to also react to that video on here as well. I feel like it's a clicking noise. I don't know exactly what that is. Is she coming for Sweetener by Ariana Grande? She also coming for Bon Appetit? Ooh, I like that skit. They expect me to say when I should go. It ain't for me to roll it out, it's for me to raise the dough. Is she comparing dough to like money there? Period. So that was The Bakery. Also a very catchy song. Also a song that I didn't catch a lot. I heard rainbow cookies talked about, so I think it has to do being LGBTQ+. I don't know if maybe does it have to do with the Supreme Court case about like the gay wedding cake that like the baker refused to make. I feel like I also read something today about the song being about someone who got fired, which maybe for being not straight, and they didn't like that and they worked in a bakery. I'm gonna check that out real quick. So I just looked, and it seems that it's her that got fired in high school from a bakery, and so this is kind of like her experience with like authority and being like, I'm not the person you're trying to mold me to be. I mean, kind of like a similar theme that we were seeing earlier with Numbers, and I think with Test Me as well. Like, she doesn't want to be told that she is a certain way. Like, let her be herself. Go off. With all that, we have finished this EP, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. It's been a minute since I've listened to Melanie Martinez decently. I listened to a few K-12 favorites of mine, like, just before listening to it, and I was starting to, like, get back into her, and I was like, dang, why do I forget that she exists sometimes? Because sometimes I do, and it's sad, and I need to come back because I enjoy it. And she delivered here. Like, at least right now, enjoy all the songs, which is pretty good for 7 songs. Like, they're all just vibes. Like, some of them sound similar to each other, some of them don't sound similar to each other, but they all are obviously cohesive because Melanie Martinez, and everything she does is like almost like a soundtrack. So like it feels very much like a soundtrack in that the songs would be cohesive. And obviously she has a lot of hard-hitting messages, some that I figured out on my own, some that I had to look up, and some I will likely look up in the near future. Or if you want, you can let me know down in the comments below. I'd be happy to read through them. I read through all the comments anyway, so like, might as well learn something while I do it. But yeah, I'm excited for going back into Melanie Martinez. I'm still interested about why she didn't choose to put Copycat or Fire Drill on this EP. Like, I guess that would have made an album, but you know, I'm happy with what we got tonight, and I hope y'all are too. If you like this video, please like it. Please comment down below what you'd like me to react or listen to next. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already and you'd like to be, and thanks for watching. This is TurtleStormer. Catch you later.
It's storming turtles from out of the sky. Turtles don't need to know why. Just smile big, open your eyes. It's storming turtles from out